G'day, this is Matthew Donovan from Empower Exercise Physiology and Health. This morning I've been out on the floor helping clients, and now I've sort of spent the last 2 hours behind the desk, behind the computer. So unfortunately I don't get to spend the whole time with people out on the floor, and I do have to spend a little bit of time behind the computer, just like every other human in this day and age. And when that happens, unfortunately, our body can assume less than optimal postures, and the result of that can be joints, and in this case necks, that can get a little bit stiff, tight and sore. And so what I want to do today in this little video is to show you one exercise that you can do behind the desk during the day that can help you to inhibit the musculature that becomes tight around the neck from holding yourself in that prolonged posture. So check it out, here it is. I do apologize, before moving on, let's just talk about inhibition. So muscles generally don't get tight. They either get facilitated, upregulated by our nervous system, or what we're trying to achieve in this video, inhibited and downregulated by our nervous system. So the balance between the two, inhibition, facilitation, they pretty much work like pulleys with each other. One muscle group will become sort of tight, which will cause an inhibitory message to the other muscle where it will relax. And in this way, our body can move and alternate its postures. So it's the balance between different pulleys of a system, I suppose. So in this case, we're going to be trying to activate, or facilitate certain muscles in our back, in the back of our shoulders. The net result of that is going to be relaxation of our neck muscles. Stretching out muscles that become really tight generally doesn't get us too far. The reason why that is because we haven't done anything to facilitate the opposing muscle groups, which causes them to get tight in the first place. So I just wanted to clear that up. Here you go. This exercise isn't my own, I didn't come up with it, but it is one that's been used by the Postural Restoration Institute for exactly this purpose. Okay, so let's have a look at it. First thing you're going to do, I'm just going to show you, because it's quite important, is how I'm sitting on my chair. You can see here how I'm bolt upright. The first thing I want to do is actually relax my back muscles and slump my lower back in my chair and allow my sit bones to come up underneath me a little bit more. So I'll just show you that and what it looks like, because that's a really important part of the exercise. Relaxing that lower back. Here you go. I'll just show you my lower back. Here it is. Relaxed, slumped lower back. So that's the first thing. Second thing we're going to do is my right hand here, remember how we talked about right neck, my right hand's going to be supported by the bench. So I'm going to slump my lower back and I'm going to side bend to the left like this. So slumped lower back, side bend to the left. I should feel like I'm doing two things, sitting on my sit bones. The second is that my left abdominal wall is now going to be tight. So the muscles on my left abdominal wall are going to be tight. What I'm going to do in that position there is with my right shoulder, pull it back and down, and it doesn't actually have to move as long as I feel the muscles in the back of this right shoulder pulling it back and down. I'm going to achieve what I'm wanting to do, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift my hand like this, elbow comes up off the table, and then I'm actually going to turn to my right and take a couple of deep breaths there. I'm actually getting a little bit of a stretch down through here, but what I'm feeling mostly is left abdominal wall tightness and activation in the muscles behind my right shoulder. So I'm coming to this funny posture here, drop the shoulder down, look to my right, I feel the muscles in the back of my right shoulder coming on, and in this position here I'm just going to take 6 deep breaths. And along the way I'm going to consciously allow that right neck to relax and turn off. So there you go. I do apologise for a fairly long video. I know that exercise is quite involved. Certainly not one that you'd probably perform in a gym, but definitely one that you can perform regularly throughout your day if you have a tendency to feel that your neck and your shoulder gets tight with prolonged sitting behind the desk. So if that happens to be you, give that a go. As always with the exercises that I give, it'd be great to get a little bit of feedback in the comments below. Let me know how you've gone with that and if it has in fact helped you with tightness in your neck.